Now I'm joined by Jing Keyu from London. She is a professor of economics at London School of Economics. Keyu, it's great to see you here. We know that France has been suffering from years of slow growth. How do you think Macron's economic proposal, which is seen as a mixture of both left and right, will mean to the French economy going forward?
Well, I think that Macron will focus on labor market reforms, education reform, and tax reform. But the biggest difficulty that he's facing going forward, despite his great victory, is will the National Assembly be behind him? Will he have the majority of the parliament to help him implement these reforms? That is very much the current challenge, and that could be what is stopping France from really modernizing, which is really what the goal is. Yet that said, we have to look a little bit at macro numbers, and the share of the labor force participation is actually higher than in the US, and the productivity is close. So we know that France suffers from the lack of dynamism that it deserves, given its human capital, etc., and institutions. But I think that there's still very much, and this election is very much about angst by the people of the cosmopolitan elites ruling the country. So I think we will keep, guarded optimism with regard to France's economic prospects.
We know that with regard to China-France relations, it seems to be lagging behind, especially when you compare to that of China and the UK, whereby London says it wants to be China's best partner in the West, and also China-Germany relationship. They're picking up in trade and investment. How do you think Macron's victory will mean to China-France relationship?
Well, Britain is especially warm towards China these days because of Brexit. So Britain needs to turn to a big potential partner. But China, on the other hand, sees the Brexit event as a reason also to embrace a bit more with the relationships with Europe. We imagine that some of the financial activities will turn more to Paris and Frankfurt, given that China will will face the EU as a whole. But France's, election of Macron, the success of Macron, also means that Europe, well, there's, a step forward towards preserving the EU, which of course is a good thing from the perspective of China, because China, along with Macron's campaign rhetoric, is about globalization and integration. So China wants to see a strong Europe for economic reasons and also political reasons.
Jing Keyu, professor of economics at London School of Economics, thank you so much for joining us. Great to see you.